Hello, you!
I'm Jordan.
I'm Ed. Welcome back to Real Thrills, your home of films and theme parks. None of that today. We're covering a show.
Yeah, because it's time for the brand new series that is The Show Must Go On. A review series where we talk about a different show on the West End.
Or, if you guys are from America, Broadway.
Yes. But in this series, we're not going to be discussing Broadway because this man and I have never been.
So we're going discussing the UK version.
Yeah, we're gonna be discussing the biggest hits that we have seen on the West End.
And today's first episode is on The Lion King.
Yes, as you clearly saw from the start of the video when you saw
the title,
the outside of the building.
So we're basically just going to be. It's going to be similar to the London Dungeons video, basically.
Yeah.
It's like a real reflection, but it's not because it's reviewing the show we saw.
Yeah, and also everything in it, like the staff, the audience, everything. So yeah, everything can also be dissed here. Anyway.
Okay, so
first we're going to start off with the. I think we should start off from where it began. I think with the arrival, like to the theatre itself and how everything was, like getting into it and all of that, and then we'll move on to the actual show.
From the beginning, the queues, there were quite a lot of queues to get into the show, but that's not surprising because it's been going for like 27 years, isn't it?
Yeah, 27 years.
A very long time.
Ever since I think it was the 16th of October 1999.
So a very long time. So,
yes.
But they know how to handle the queues, the staff. So the staff were amazing straight away.
The staff were absolutely fantastic.
Getting everyone in, scanning all those tickets, checking bags, and then you had to wait to actually get into the theatre, which is understandable because they got to do all the prep, cleaning.
I mean, they say on every single ticket, it's advised that you arrive at the theatre 60 minutes before the show.
Which we did.
Which, to be completely honest with you,
I can see why.
I can see why. Because outside of the theatre, for the Royal Circle and the stalls,
there were so many crowds.
There were so many crowds, you literally had to navigate around them. Right? So if you're sitting in the Grand Circle at the Lyceum, you're basically on the other side of the building, so you have to walk through all of the crowds and all of the other people that are trying to get into the stalls area, which is like basically in the middle.
Where we were.
Yeah, where we sat in the Grand Circle, so we basically had to walk all the way around.
Obviously, the theatre has been around for years, but it's still stunning, and it still looks like its old way it did back years ago, I imagine. They've looked after this building so well.
Yes.
And it feels like you're walking into a royal building or something like really posh, doesn't it?
I mean, for me, it feels like, from the outside, and you probably will get this when you see the shots, that if on the outside it feels like a Roman Colosseum.
Yeah, it does.
Kind of. Where you look at it and you just think, look, there's the pillars, and then you've got like the building itself, and you just think, yeah, genuinely, it's got that Roman sort of vibe.
Yeah, it has. It's a very ancient building.
Yeah.
And then when we actually got into the bar area, the bar has got obviously staff on it. They were great as well. Very
they were very charitable. In fact,
all the staff were.
I got like a good few minutes to chat to them even after buying something.
Yeah, because
like they spent their time with their customers, which is great. So special thanks to all the staff at the Lyceum if you're watching this at some point in the future or now. You made the experience for us really
worth it, even better than it already was. And obviously they sell merch there as well, which Jordan picked up, and you'll see throughout the video the merch he got, which obviously has got a cool booklet talking about the history as well and some of the actors behind it. But obviously we got then in and actually sat down, waited for a bit for everyone to get in, and the actual curtain itself, which I'll show a picture of now, it looks awesome, doesn't it? Very well themed.
It's very African based. It's
like
not
the Lion King.
It's not Lion King completely, but it's more. I'd say it's got more of an African sort of taste.
But it still gives off the vibe of that Lion King, like with the patterns they used and the colours.
Yes.
And then they had was it crickets in the background?
They had like a backing noise of crickets, which was great. And it really set the atmosphere when you're in the auditorium itself, because you can see the curtain. If you look down the sides, You also had like a good few bits of African drums
Which
and like some
we
bongos
guessed
and
was
stuff.
going to be used in the
which
actual
was great.
soundtracks.
Yep, and then obviously you can't see effectively from where we were sitting, which you can see on the photo. You only really saw the people that you were really sitting in the same view of.
Yeah, you can still see the stage clearly. You can't see below you at all.
Yeah, you couldn't see like anyone below you,
Which is great because
which
then
is
you've got
fantastic.
a full
Yeah,
view of the stage.
which is absolutely fantastic. You could see all of the orchestra pit as well, which, come to think of it, actually did light up when like the songs were going and like at the very end of the show, which was fantastic.
And now we might as well just get onto the show itself.
Well, first, I think we should. I think we should talk about probably what was the worst bit of the experience, and that was the audience.
Oh yeah, the audience.
The audience were
Annoying.
Yeah, they were annoying. Now, credit to the staff, but because of theatre etiquette, they basically had to come down and go like, no cameras, no phones, like all of that sort of stuff. Which, okay, fair enough, we did abide by. But there were like 6 to 9 people
on their phones
that were on their phones even while the show was beginning. So, like, you know, I was basically waiting for them to snap, which at one point in the show they did.
And one of the staff members had enough. No one got kicked out though.
No.
From my knowledge, maybe below they might have. I don't know.
Yeah.
But on our bit, that no one got kicked out. But it got very close to that stage.
Yeah, it did.
When one of the staff members, this was even like 20 minutes into the show now.
Literally.
Someone was on their phone. So that's the only bad thing about this entire experience.
For us,
and there's nothing you can do about the audience. Really.
They lit, like, their phone lit up, and it's like they lit up on a game show.
Full brightness.
Yeah, it was full brightness. It was insane. Like, you just imagine you had a dark theatre around you. You saw the stage. You know, they're doing like some sort of song, but then in front of you, you can clearly see there's a person on like a really bright screen. It was so annoying, so jarring, and it's got nothing to do with the show or the staff. They just made it really annoying to like try and focus on the show rather than them.
It's like, why pay for this theatre experience and show if you're just going to sit on your phone? What's the point?
Yes.
So that's, to anyone that actually does that, I'm sure there's not a lot of people that do, but to you guys that actually do, why?
Yeah, literally.
I do question.
You know,
anyway, on to the actual show now.
And the show is
amazing.
It's fantastic. Yes.
You tried to troll them there, didn't you?
Yeah, I tried to troll them. Sorry about that, but yeah,
it's amazing.
But yeah, the show itself, I would say it's probably looking back at it now, I'd say it's probably my second favourite show on the West End
ever.
Yeah.
The music is amazing. Like, it's very accurate to the film, plus some added new songs as well. With one of my favourites being actually from the second film put into this.
Yeah.
He Lives in You. I didn't expect that to be in this
theatre
production.
And the way they did it as well was fantastic.
It's so well done.
There was a reprise in the second act as well where they like made Mufasa's face out of like so many different pieces.
That was awesome.
And it was genuinely amazing to look at.
It was so well done. And the puppets are great as well, aren't they?
The puppets are like everywhere. Like, there are people that are just dressed up like the lady that was Rafiki. She was very funny.
Oh, she was hilarious.
Yeah, because she didn't speak a word of English.
And then when she did, it was funny because she was like exactly like Rafiki. Like especially the iconic scene of "It doesn't matter, it's in the past." She delivered that so well.
And also the iconic meme of "Who are you?"
Yeah, it was so well done.
It was so well done. The guy playing Scar.
He's been doing it for what, 18 years?
18 years.
He was amazing.
He was absolutely fantastic. The way he did Be Prepared as well, and the whole theatrics for that was absolutely
with the smoke effects
mental.
and everything.
Yeah.
And the people playing the hyenas as well. They were
funny.
Great.
But I think the standouts for the cast here, for me,
is the Scar.
Is Scar.
Zazu, come on now.
Zazu.
He was hilarious.
Zazu was so funny.
Especially the Primark joke. I didn't see that coming because I didn't think that was on script.
And also the bit where they stopped the entire show just for Zazu to look directly into the audience and go, "This wasn't in the cartoon."
It was so funny.
It was so funny. And obviously, we can't forget the absolute goats.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Timon and Pumbaa. Timon and Pumbaa in this show, they're absolutely hilarious.
Yes.
Right, especially the bit where you're probably wondering, do they do the hula dance? Yes, they do!
And it's so funny.
It's so funny because they turn the lights off for a second, and then 2 seconds later it's got like red and disco lighting, but like Timona's in like this sort of drag dress.
Yeah.
And it's just so funny.
They did a good job there.
Yeah. They did an absolutely good job. Obviously, the two actors playing Simba as well were really good.
Oh yes, the kid actor and the adult actor.
Yeah, the kid actor and the adult actor playing Nala as well. She was pretty good as well.
And of course, Mufasa. He was
Mufasa was fantastic.
A very powerful voice, a bit like James Earl Jones. Actually, it was kind of like the booming voice. He could really sing. All of them could sing, and of course, you can't forget the lighting team as well. They were great.
The lighting team. I mean. The show starts with the Na Serenia, which was really fun. But as they did it, right, this so obviously they have the iconic sun motif. But as the sun was raising, the colours on the stage would change, reflecting of the daylight because of the sun, and it was genuinely gorgeous to look at.
And that's because of the lighting team there. So hats off to them.
I also love
the orchestra as well.
Yeah, the orchestra as well. Especially when they did the Lion King motifs of like la 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 la,
yeah,
like brilliant, genuinely fantastic. But then when they added the African drumming bit and the African dancing as well, was all fantastic, done without a hitch. I mean, even the bits where like they did Pride Rock, and Pride Rock obviously lifts up out of the stage, was incredible to see. Right, especially when it comes to when it comes to the bit of like they do the Circle of Life at the start, and you've got the puppets going all the way through the audience, coming to the sides of the stage. Even in the background, there was even and then you see like Mufasa and Simba's mother and Rafiki basically climbing this thing, right? To then the fact that they do that as soon as it does the dum. Yeah. The bit where in the cartoon it would say the Lion King, but obviously here it doesn't, right? But then as soon as it cuts to black, everybody went insane.
The audience clapping, everyone was...
The audience, even within Hakuna Matata, the audience were clapping along like in unison. It was amazing.
My hands ached from how much I clapped.
Yes.
If that doesn't show how good this show was.
Yeah, this show... Now... They do state absolutely everywhere the show has strobe lighting, so we must stress that the show has strobe lighting. It's not throughout.
It's in the final act, isn't it?
It's mostly in the final. It's mostly in the final act. However, there are a couple sequences with Scar during Be Prepared where it is present.
But anything to do with Scar will have strobe lighting most of the time.
Yeah, because he's threatening and he's really good in this show.
I love the final fight sequence as well, the way they do that. It's so well done.
But my favourite sequence out the entire show for me is how they handled the stampede scene.
Oh, that was sick.
How they handled the stampede scene was amazing because they basically had two rotary wheels of like wildebeest, buffalo, that were like spinning in the background. But then you also had the people dressed up as wildebeest in the front, right? You had obviously Simba in the middle on this branch hanging, right? And then at the very end, you have Mufasa climbing up the side. So then Scar does the "Long live the king" bit, and then he drops it. But because he's on safety wires, he literally falls down
in slow motion.
And then he dies, which is absolutely incredible.
I do like the changes as well. Like it sets itself apart from the film. It's not identical. It still has the classic motifs and everything that the original film has.
Yes.
But they do some changes as well to make it unique to the stage show.
You are right, yeah.
With the changes, to adding some new songs from the second one and the first one, blending them together, because those songs aren't in the original.
There's even a whole dedicated bit where Timon and Pumbaa come out and they sing "The Lion Sleeps Tonight,"
which isn't in the film either.
Which isn't in
added
the film.
in the show. It's done so well, but I love the subtle changes because they're great, and it sets it apart.
The jokes are funny.
Exactly.
Especially if they're improv.
Yeah.
That genuinely, it's absolutely fantastic.
And there's no faults with the show.
There's really no faults with the show. I'd recommend going to see it.
Oh, 100%.
100%.
And it's my favourite ever musical I've ever seen. So
live
on the performance. I've seen Wicked. Wicked is good, but there are some things that I'd improve about Wicked. More the fact that they've gone back towards the film way instead of Lion King.
The original like version. Because before the show, you were worried about the fact that it might be a little bit like the remake.
Yeah.
And have a bit of the remake in it, which luckily
it has nothing to do with the remake.
It's got nothing in it to do with the remake
or the Mufasa films. So basically, they've stuck to the original timeline of films.
Yeah, they've stuck to it pretty hand and foot.
So we can't flaunt it.
We can't flaunt the show. You know, if you want to bring kids to it, it's perfect for kids. You know, it's also perfect for Disney fans and people that just like The Lion King in general.
Or if you love musicals.
You know, if you love musical theatre, it's great for that. You know, I would recommend sitting on the top
where we sat, because you can see everything.
Because even though it's really high up, right, and the people look like dots, right, you get like the whole experience of the show, like from top to bottom.
Atmosphere, everything.
Yeah, the atmosphere.
I'm sure below it's still great as well, because you can see the actors and everything. But overall, I'd say this is perfection. Yeah, the show is absolutely perfection. We recommend it's a Real Thrills approved show as well, where you know we can sing its praises and tell you to go and see it. You know, obviously it's a permanent fixture here in England, unless Disney changes that one day. I hope not. Please don't. But yep. It's also a permanent fixture also in New York City and in Melbourne, Australia. But they're also on tour at the same time. So. Yeah, there's tours going for it everywhere. But if there's a permanent fixture where you live, definitely check this show out. And with all that being said, I've been Ed. I've been Jordan. You've been you. And we'll see you tomorrow. See you later. Real Thrills.